Yeah, how are we going? We can't just leave her behind. Are we leaving her behind? Oh no, come on.
Can we remind ourselves that, like,
We're
it's
gonna
just
get her back,
flush?
right?
Whoa.
Remind ourselves that
Right?
And down she
Right?
goes.
Oh, fade
I
to
thought that's
black.
the
Oh,
only
fade
reason
to
we were able
black
to
on
move on
here.
the ship.
Come
Move it, because
on.
Seal Turtle's our
Oh, man.
propulsion unit, so,
Take advantage of
well-
the largest toilet flush in the world, which is the one that happens during halftime on the World Cup. He wants to take advantage of that to take over the sewer system or some bullshit like that. Also, by the way, Faris's lifelong sibling Serpent is after dying, so sorry. And here I am talking about flushed away. How disrespectful.
How's Ferris?
As well as can be expected, we should leave him be.
The ship is just drifting with the current. Wonder where we'll end up.
Okay.
So the ship just moves itself. We're not doing this.
Oh,
It's doing
I'm
it
not
by
controlling
itself.
it.
Or just drifting aimlessly.
Is this because there's no wind, or is the game glitching? Do your best. Okay, it's the game.
Oh wow. It's been this long? Could at least sleep inside. Where are we? The graveyard of the sea. A gathering place for abandoned and scuttled ships, and a nest for the undead. Brr. All the more reason to hot-foot it out of here. Ship graveyard. If there's a place to sleep inside. Get our empty
Being
bag
Cal will send us directly to the next dungeon.
and
And without any
I
means to
suppose.
power our boat, we're stuck here until we can go through it. The ship graveyard is at a point in the ocean where the tides converge, and the invariable final resting place for damaged ships.
Only one
It is
person
also
gets to
haunted
sleep.
by the ghostly remains of their
Everyone else just
crews.
gets to sleep in the chair. Well, at least everyone gets the... Actually, I'm kind of curious. If I do that, it's always the old man. Why does he get priority?
In anime terms, you become an old man at about 25. Remember FF10 Auron? He's 35. I am almost as old as Auron Final Fantasy. Oh god, I'm almost as old as Auron Final Fantasy. Anyway, Galuf is considerably older than that. It's not obvious because it's so rare to have an actually elderly character in one of these games, but dude is 60 years young and spent the last, hour running around punching bats and goblins. Give the dude a break, alright? Let him have the bed.
Cool. Oh, I'm in the water. Oh! Oh! Neato!
Right at the
Okay.
start, pressing the action button on this rock will open up a secret path leading to a chest with a flail in it. In older versions of the game, there's no indication that anybody wants you to press anything, but in the Pixel remaster you'll be warned.
I'm tempted to put someone on Blue Mage. Oh, and it begins!
The ship graveyard is a step further in the direction of Real Dungeon from the Wind Shrine, and several steps up from the canal.
Hell yeah!
It's not a large area, but the way you navigate through it is a touch convoluted. It's easy to get lost here.
Why the-
Additionally, the enemies will deal a bit more damage and have a bit more staying power than what we're used to. If you haven't stopped off for a little grind yet on your adventure, you'll want to keep an eye on your hit points until you gain a level or two.
Hit for Forest. Not enough.
The enemies in the ship graveyard are all flagged as
Okay.
undead, which has a few wibbly little effects. Cure spells will instead explode them, for example, and if your Blue Mage has the vampire skill, they absolutely don't want to use it here. He'll damage himself and heal the enemy instead of the reverse. The Skellions are weak to fire, whereas the wibbly wobbly water ghost things will always take 0 damage from it, but they are vulnerable to thunder. Nothing here is particularly resistant to physical attacks though, so just swinging away is also valid. If you're dead lucky, a Calcruthal might drop you an elixir on a successful fight.
Who plays Counter-Strike here? But I'm also about Counter-Strike. Oh, you can't steal anything. Defeated is the monster.
Yo, check this shit out.
More closely. Oh, what did I do? Oh, I wasn't ready to do all this.
Absolutely
Oh, big
beautiful.
treasure, sure, yeah. It contains a flail, huh? I wonder I wonder who uses a flail. That must be a different job. Like, let's see. Do any of these look like a flail? I'm not even sure what I'm doing right now. Who the hell uses a flail? I feel really lost and stupid right now.
The flail's actually a white mage weapon, which, considering we have 6 classes to pick from, I'm guessing it'd probably have been your 6th death. It's actually a really decent early find, allowing the white mage to do comparable damage to the melee fighters from the comfort and safety of the back row.
Can be learned later on. I hope. But definitely not right now. Preemptive strike. I love those. Don't use fire. How about thunder? Maybe? I don't want to go using... Oh, okay, never mind. We're good. Oh, cool. That flail lets Galuf do some good damage. That's awesome. Love good damage.
So, okay. So does that mean I can do this? If I put her as a knight...
Everyone's starting to learn skills now, and a lot of the folks are already hot swapping between jobs in a way that is extremely pleasing to me.
Switch.
Putting magic on a sword user's fine. It gives him something to do if they run up against something unswordable, or you need an extra emergency heal. God, watch out just slapping whatever on whoever, though. This white mage is now going to start get down Mr. President diving in the way of bullets if they see a comrade on low health. And you'd probably rather someone wearing armor do that.
Kick.
See, she can't even hit these two. How do you even say that? Calcruthal, I guess?
Well,
Alright,
obviously it's
level
pronounced
up
Cal.
then. Can I go through here?
Easy.
Here we go. Treasure.
As much shit as I give Monk, and I will give no end of shit to Monk, this is his
Alright,
zone. We're at peak Monk here, and he's living large. Monk's punch twice per attack, having 2 hands, and the damage is easily going to one-shot the regular guys. I'll probably do the big ones too if he crit. Monk's kick move deals only 1 hit worth of damage, as the monk has only 1 foot, but it does it to everybody in the room, and the damage is solid enough that the thief can probably finish off anyone who got by it.
I didn't think pirates really cared about getting a little...
Oh, damn it, I'm trying to find the wrong way.
Look at Thief Galuf. Can we all just take a moment to look at Thief Galuf? Okay, that's enough. Moving on, the big lad at the back is the Undead Husk. His health and attack are higher than the other guys, but not by as much as you'd think. If he's still worried, a lightning or wind spell will send him to the Shadow Realm. Ah, look! It was proximity all along. He's not saying much, though. Worth mentioning while we're down here, the fog in this area used to make early emulators have a heart attack. They didn't know how to do transparency very well, so you'd get down here and it'd be just a Silent Hill level pea super.
Was that it down here?
Tragically, Gomorrah is about to get big lost and spend the rest of their video wandering around in circles.
Above?
The door they're looking for is just over here. I distinctly remember having trouble finding this myself, so I can't say nothing.
That I didn't realize?
It doesn't really look connected to the part of the level that you're actually in.
I wonder if the monk, since the monk does a 2-part attack, I wonder if he can kill an enemy on 1 attack and then switch to another one.
He can.
That skeleton
Multi-attacks tend to
died.
check if the target died after they're finished and not during. This sometimes means you waste a bit of damage, but in specific situations it's actually a godsend. We won't get to that for a while. I think Pixel Remaster cleaned this up with regard to certain sources of multi-hit, but Monk Punches weren't among them.
Melt or something? Come on. Oh, I kind of wanted to see if there was other stuff, but I feel like...
I think that was too.
And here's the second place we got lost. Again, this is entirely justifiable. There doesn't appear to be a whole lot of floor down here. I wouldn't walk on that, but Butts will.
Hey, how's it going? This is a dead end.
Can we walk on that? Yeah. Okay.
This is Big Squirrel, by the way. He has a really nice voice, and I just realised none of his clips had actually made it into any of the videos up to now, so I've been switching to him a lot recently.
They are still
He seems
working on
rad.
full ability point, though, so whatever. I'll take that. Oh, what? I hit right, but it didn't actually do it.
Mind the gap.
That might
This
be
one
kinda-
tile in this one corner is a hole that drops you to a lower
that might be
floor.
kind of annoying.
I didn't know that until I started watching these, but now, having watched 100 different
We
people
controlled
run this
before.
one part of this
That
one game,
was just me
the
hitting
only
straight
thing
down
that can
instead
give me
of
joy anymore is seeing if they fall in the hole at the end. For the sake of more pointless data, for you data junkies out there, Ruru, Miki, and Proximity are the only ones who dodged the hole. Gamora's the only one who fell in it twice.
Because, I mean, you're bound to have... Oh, I did that twice. You're
See?
bound to have, you know, a lot of abilities from a specific,
Still underwater. Oh, that's not that bad. Back up.
There's no way to know it's there, or that
Got
you've
this.
dodged anything if you
No, I
don't go
take
in
that
it,
back.
but
Oh, now the hole's
good
gone.
job.
Oh, there's a bed.
Soaked. Yeah.
I'm soaked.
Ow!
Yeah.
There's a fish in my shorts.
There's a fish in my
Doesn't
shorts.
seem safe enough. Let's take a rest.
This scene. I could probably just skip by this, but as is typical, I have things to say. Everyone's damp from the 10 minutes or so they've just spent calmly jogging along the bottom of the ocean, and for some reason they've decided this part of the boat is less haunted than all the others, so they're safe to dry off. Raina ducks out to change into some dry clothes. I don't know how she kept anything dry walking around underwater, but she is statistically the most likely member of the group to be a wizard. Galif and Bats make a fire, good luck with that on a wooden ship. Faris won't join them. Everyone keeps pestering Faris to take off their wet clothes, and yeah, this is the scene where we learn that Faris is a lady.
Lena, he... Oh my stars, the comments. He's a okay, this is, yes. So what if I am? You got a problem with that? Of course not. But why were you trying to hide it? When I was just a lad, or lass, a pirate band took me in. I've been one of them ever since. Yes, so... Well, would you want to be the only girl in a ship full of pirates?
Faris, don't threaten me with a good time.
Oh, I thought from the start you were awfully pretty for a man.
My guy, Bats, is right there.
Any way the wind blows, that's the way I go.
It's a very old-fashioned game.
Mr. Proximity's reaction here is just kind of embarrassment, because that is the correct reaction to this. As someone who likes this game just a little bit, I find this scene embarrassing. It's not Don Corneo's mansion from FF7, but it does suck a lot of ass in its own way. For one thing, there's the shiver your timbers line.
I'm going to immediately go back up.
It's all kind of gross and weird, but at least it's brief and then never mentioned again. We've thankfully disarmed the bomb that was Faris' inevitable gender reveal at a relatively early point in a relatively harmless way. It was the past. This is the best we could have hoped for. Go us. Okay, I have gay things to talk about now.
Kind of trying to say that.
So, Faris' backstory is that around 5 years old, they went out with their dad and got lost in a storm. Presumably, the pirates picked them up shortly after and raised them from there on. They decided, at 5, that they didn't want to be the only girl and dressed and acted as a male for the majority of their childhood and entirety of their adult life. They're 20 now, and they've been acting for something like 15 years. At some point they became the captain of the pirates, and for the entire time they were probably the only pirate in the group with a pet dragon, so presumably they could have just left at any time if, as a woman, this was such a dangerous place for them to be. If you think about any of this for more than 5 seconds, it starts to sound very made up. And that's before we even get to the fact that they kept the masquerade going even after leaving the group and joining up with the Warriors of Light. Although, maybe that was to avoid being picked as a white mage every game. They're going to be spending a whole lot of time around these goobers, and one of them is their long-lost sister. It's going to come up at some point. Why not just get out of the way early?
Oh my stars and comets. He's a woman! Ah!
Thank you, Philip. It's possible They just feel more comfortable being a dude. Maybe they didn't want anyone to know they're a girl because that's just not how they see themselves. Ferris, from this point on, is no longer acting as a man and uses female pronouns, but never really acts any differently. A couple of times I can think of, people point out that they still don't really seem like a girl. I'm getting a little ahead of where we are now, but even when the job's done and Ferris is free to go live peacefully as a princess in a big castle, they can't really do it. They don't seem to want to. I know this was the past and science hadn't discovered the existence of trans or non-binary people yet, but this reads kinda gay to me. I'm not saying nothing was intentional, but do note that in their premeditated excuse, "Ooh, I just didn't want to be the only girl," they actually misgender themselves by mistake. Now, hey, I'm the biggest gay. I'm gonna see gay everywhere, and I'm just waffling over here. It's just a theory. A gay theory.
It's not really that big of a spoiler because it comes within the first hour of the game. Just about. Ah, slept like a log. Rise and shine, dullards. Time's a wasting. Damn it, Galoof. Hey, old man, that's enough lollygagging from the likes of you. On your feet, let's go. That tone still smacks of machismo to me.
Galuf is the only one who's weird about it. But I mean, he is a boomer.
That's for certain.
Okay, so I originally thought Ferris was a chick, and then, you know, I thought, oh, Final Fantasy with your gender bending. Alright.
Nailed it. I know. Thank you. Moving on.
To prevent you from doing basically exactly what I just did. I'm just trying to dash in straight lines.
It's a lot brighter out on the Game Boy than in any other version of the game.
So you could jump over there, but there's nothing over there, so there's no point. Admittedly, I think that these undead, you know, these skeletal undead kind of have a, I think a weakness to the, to certain weapons, like the rods and the, staves.
D&D/Shaun of the Dead rules suggest a good whacking stick's required for combating the undead, but that doesn't translate to the game. Melee damage is just melee damage, though depending on the type of weapon, how the game works out exactly how much melee damage might change. Rods are a good example. They use your magic attack rather than strength and target an enemy's magic defense. They tend to have low weapon power and their damage formula's ass though. You'll likely notice they seem to hit way less than they should when you use the standard attack command with them.
I don't understand that.
Another dagger. Can I... Okay. We do hop around. Ooh. Obtained world map? Awesome. But that means that this must be the right direction. Alright, I think we're farther enough along. I'm just gonna keep going. It's weird that we got the world map because we can already see the whole world on a mini-map.
Yo, some of us out playing the Pixel remaster, big squirrel.
Okay, yeah. Those things aren't hitting hard enough for me to worry about using magic on them. It'd be nice if I could find some flail-like thing for Lena, though. Well, she can equip daggers. But I want something that'll help her magic as much as possible. Galuf, it doesn't really matter.
Make sure you check out this little treasure room before you go. A Phoenix Down's always a great find, and huh, that's a lot of antidote.
Or at least down here was.
Hope we don't fight something poisonous in the immediate future.
Whoa, those things are nasty looking.
And this is Mind Flusher. He's the last and rarest enemy in the area. His lick attack can inflict the sap status on a character, slowly draining their health over time. Unless you're playing on the PS1 version, in which case the slow drain is worryingly fast. It's not poison and can't be cured with an antidote, but he probably won't ever get to do it because he's a chump.
Huh, I wonder what they're trying to tell me here.
I wouldn't worry about it. Anyway, there's nowhere really left to go now but up, under Bosswoods.
There really isn't that much of a mind flush if you, completely tear the face off of somebody? I think that's called something else. Ooh, a flame scroll? What the hell?
Something's fishy about this place, and it ain't the smell of cod. Boss fight?
I need to take a screenshot of that, because that's
Ooh,
just
siren.
phenomenal.
Let's come closer.
I'm dipping that
Mom?
in the Discord right
Oh,
now.
man.
That's too good. It's too good.
It would never be more relevant.
Something's
It
fishy,
would
and
never
it's
be
not
more
the
relevant. It's a
cod that
Final
I
Fantasy.
found.
Look at that.
Come here, my cherub. Father. At least his is more believable. Lena. Ah. Whoa, why'd we both? I guess the old man's got nothing. Oh, his daughter? Granddaughter.
Grandpa, let's play.
Grandpa, let's play. Who's that?
Who's that? I just can't remember.
That's funny.
Whoa.
Whoa, my soul. You're stealing my soul.
But it was Siren all along.
Hi there.
Let us eat
Let
your
us eat your
soul.
soul. Become one of us.
Never, demon.
Never,
demon.
Oh, I didn't expect any of you to
I didn't
escape
expect
the
any of
effects
you to
my
escape the
magic.
effects of my magic.
Greetings, I am Siren.
Greetings, I am Siren. I'm afraid your companion souls now belong to me.
Still, I'm feeling generous.
I could be convinced to spare yours if you ran home quietly.
You think I would abandon these kids?
You would think I would abandon these kids?
Why would you risk your
Chance
life for
missing.
these people?
Kids.
I mean, honestly,
Why would you risk your life for
the
these
fact that you
people?
want
Here we go. Thanks for being here for the premiere of Final Fantasy V. This is a fun game for me. I'm having a good time with it. I love this music. It's so good. All right. That's it. That's it. It was a short one. A short bubble blow. Sorry about that. Jeez. Okay. So,
You think
I would abandon these kids? Fact checks missing.
Why would you risk your life?
Why would you risk your life for these people?
Because
They're
they're
my
my
friends.
friends.
You're giving
They're
us
my-
a kick. Don't be fooled by her trickery. Open your eyes.
Some quick healing Gallif slaps get the squad back in order. Worth pointing out while we're here that Siren is, I believe, the only entity in the game who is 2 whole tiles tall.
Over there.
Even the big bad fits in a single block. She's twice as tall as anyone else in the world. She large.
Gamora snaps out of it. Lena comes to her senses. Varys leaves her trance. Gulf. Uh-oh, here it comes.
The first turn can matter a lot in the Siren battle. She can haste herself or cast either slow or silence on one of your squad. She's not getting a lot of benefit out of silencing the thief, but a self-haste right off the bat makes the battle a lot rougher.
Some bosses. Level 2, 780 out of 900, no weakness. Do a steal. Nothing to steal.
Next turn is going to be either a self-cure, a blizzard spell, or inexplicably the Libra spell, a complete waste of time on her part. After that it's protect, sleep, or thunder. We don't want to see sleep, and we really don't want to see protect if we're running an all melee squad. This boss fight has humbled a lot of low-level squads early in their fiesta. On her next turn,
Uh-oh. Should I not be attacking this?
along with the palette swap, it's supposed to give you a little warning that Siren's becoming undead. That normally works. I don't know what Gamora did.
Oh, never mind. I thought I'd see a counter.
Zombie Siren doesn't know any spells, but has a decent chance to bust out the Venomous Clasp ability, which hits like a truck. And anyone who doesn't die gets to be poisoned. We're talking about 100 damage a swing incoming here.
Venomous Clam.
Venomous Clasp. Regular form takes 0 damage from magic spells, but gets chunked reasonably well by melee hits. An undead form takes half melee damage, but loses the magic resistance. Black Mage can once again annihilate this boss with a few fire spells, and White Mage can heal them to death if the need arises. 900 health is pretty reasonable even for a low level squad to get through, but you're on a timer here. The squad's only got so many venomous class in them before they're through.
Okay, she's back to, I don't know. I think that was probably giving her a higher amount of defense. Yeah. Once that focus kicks in, you're done for. Yep. That's probably over.
Oh, in it comes. Right. Got you two healing. Attack. Nothing to steal. Right. So get a wee slap in her. She's also like 12 feet tall.
2 entire squares tall.
Can deal with that. Right. That's healing for 60. I'm doing a little bit more than that, so we might be here a while. Fuck. Oh, we're gonna be here even longer.
I've played this game like a lot of times, and I only realized watching this back, the buffs aren't actually that bad.
Siren has become one of the undead.
Switching forms removes her buffs, and she has to recast them again when she swaps back over. So they're really just stalling. Zombie form is the dangerous one, so anything that reduces how hard you can hit her or how long she stays human is worth noting, but it's not going to kill you.
To risk it.
The debuffs she can do on you are pretty nasty though. Poison's a little bit of damage each time you take an action, but after a clasp you're probably not getting many more than one. Sleep means you can't act until you hit physically, which will wake you up. Magic won't do it. You can punch your own guy to get him up if you need to. Slow is a crippling 50% speed debuff, as in you act half as often, and it's gonna last the rest of the fight. If a key character gets slowed, it can be a disaster, but not necessarily in this fight. She has too many weaknesses. The other party members will be able to pick up the slack.
Okay, that did nothing. Shit. It's become one of the undead. We can hit it with white magic. Oh, okay, I get it. Cure. There we go, there's some damage. It's probably really resistant to physical damage in this case. Venomous Clasp, that's what the antidotes were for. Holy buckets, damage. Use a potion on yourself there, Ferris. There we go. No, Ferris is dead.
It's pretty likely that someone's going to go down once the clasps start flying. Your two options are to either try and keep everyone above 100 hit points at all times, or to just let it happen. If you got Phoenix down, now's a decent time to use it. If you don't have Phoenix down, you can probably win the damage race anywhere. And if not, you know, the save point's not far.
Cure, Ferris. Cure. Everybody. Back. Oh, okay, back to, I wonder if a Phoenix down would kill her. I'm actually really curious now.
Phoenix down? Why, what a novel idea. You gonna do it?
Siren has become one of the undead.
She can also silence you, which will stop a character from casting spells for a few rounds. She won't, like, specifically aim for a wizard with it or anything, so it's normally a waste of a turn. Annoying when it works, though.
Work on her in this form. I guess Black Mage Lena is gonna be the oh, that is not doing much damage. Gonna be the healer. Oh, hey, never mind. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Venomous Clasp.
It's easy to get panicked when you see 3-digit damage numbers flying around, but try and stick to single target heals unless a spread heal's going to bring him over 100 anyway. Having a bunch of people at 50 is functionally the same as having them at 1. I'd suggest always healing instead of curing poison to win or lose, the fight's not going to last long enough for it to be relevant.
Venomous Clasp. Ow. Keep blasting with fire. Okay, you know what? Let's do this. Oh, I've got antidotes. You can use an antidote on yourself. That heals more. She's apparently no longer undead.
My man.
Stepping into the back row halves physical damage, both given and received, including damage from Venomous Clasp, though you'll still get poisoned. Additionally, potions will always deal an easy 50 damage to Undead Siren. If you don't have any, it's because you ignored the guy near the pot in the Wind Shrine. He just wanted to help.
Clean.
Switch the row back. He's still, like, being a complete idiot about this. I don't know what's wrong with Galoof. He's just sleeping or whatever.
Single class runs shouldn't struggle here. Knight and Monk have the raw power to blitz through Siren's human form, whereas Black or White Mage can explode the undead form. Thief or Freelancer lack the damage output to just delete either phase, but can fall back on defensive play and throwing potions. I'd just level up a few more times if you think you got it, it's all good. The whole area is real fun for White Mage, actually. This fight would be going a lot better if he wasn't spending like half his turns just swapping raw. Just dancing over here.
Fuck.
It's big damage. I should probably potion. Play safe. I don't imagine there'll be like lots of people losing to Siren, but Siren is tricky. She can do that, for example. That's a trick. Actually, I didn't find anybody who lost to Siren. I think in a regular game you've probably leveled enough to just power through, but she used to get low-level Fiesta runners from time to time. I guess strats have evolved to the point that she's just very consistent now. That or it's all just not as scary as it looks. Hey! I got clasped awake. Blue Mage can bop with sword almost as good as Knight, and if you've taken the time to look for moves, the arrow spell will hit comparably to a Black Mage. If anyone got clasped, they can vampire the human form to quickly recover health, dealing an assload of damage in the process. Again though, do not vamp the zombie form. Suck not the dead.
Oof. Here it comes. Whoa, fancy.
Let's head over to Rock Paper Mario to put everything we've learned into practice.
Nothing to steal. Okay. I'm not sure like how we. Oh, arrow didn't do much. Okay, so magic not the best option. Physical attacks all the way.
I think this dude's my favorite now, actually. Friendship ended with proximity.
Lena can be our support character, I guess. Okay, well maybe now it's magic time. Yes, I think that's the way it works, is it? So now magic time. Okay. 104 damage? What the hell? Getting another arrow while we still can before she changes her form again. Before Mike changes his ways or changes his name. Venomous Clasp.
Venomous Clasp.
What am I doing? Item. Okay, no, attack. And then you use the item on Faris. And then Faris, you use a potion on Bart's first, then you attack. Okay, sorry, I feel like I'm finally like We might as well use one of these antidotes as well, by the way. Just Galuf, whatever you do, you attack, you do so much damage. Next chance, item, potion on Galuf. No! Siren has become one of the undead. Well, I know how to deal with you.
Okay, that's probably more or less enough of this, huh?
Is this gonna work? Miss!
And
Is
what
this
an
gonna work?
anticlimax.
Miss! You please heal Galuf.
I have a feeling none of these are going to work. Oh wait, in Final Fantasy... Thunder is good against water, not fire.
In what game is fire good against water? That's
Okay,
madness.
so- Siren has become one of the undead. Come on!
A few people thought to try this, and it's probably what you've been yelling at the screen the whole time if you played the other ones and not this. It would work though, if Siren was just undead. She's also tagged Heavy. Heavy's a special tag the game gives to most bosses and big enemies that protects them from this chicanery.
Wait, that was stupid. Did I, like, miss the throw? On... Oh, okay.
Nah, I'm gonna piss away. Shit. Oh shit, Lena's dead. I was not paying attention. Phoenix Downs don't work in this game. Yeah.
We got a liar in chat, I see. There is a boss we can Phoenix down, it's just not Siren.
I should really be paying attention to what I'm doing here. I must be nearing the end of
That
that.
was Faris.
Finish her,
Diego,
Mario.
Right now. No, don't die. No. This is so bad. Just get her. Oh my god, sorry. Like, that completely ran me off the rails. Jesus.
Barehanded.
Depending on which foam you killed, you'll either get a set of bronze armor or a bronze shield. I can't remember which way around they go, and I can't be bothered to check. It's basically irrelevant. Both are fine. Just get her when you have the opportunity.
All because you can't remember your own granddaughter. Oh, you're blushing. I'm doing nothing of the sort. So it should be a lot faster. Just at least start off anew.
Oh, hey! It's the world!